I didn't really know what going natural was at the time. Hey YouTube, it's me Uniqua, and today I wanted to do a story time about how I accidentally went natural. Okay, so it started all in like 2010 when I graduated from high school and I was going off to college, and basically I kind of knew what to do with my hair, but I kind of didn't, and I was tired of like getting, I don't know, like quick weaves and things that only lasted like 2 weeks. So I basically started going to this cosmetologist in Atlanta, and she started doing my sew-ins. So I was living on campus in my own apartment, and I would always get sew-ins or whatever. And I didn't really know what going natural was at the time. I got my first perm very young, probably about 6 years old. So I didn't know what the natural texture of my hair was anymore, and it just was like a foreign language to me. I didn't understand what it was. So basically, I was going to Atlanta getting sew-ins, and I basically had the little fringe bangs with the long hair, and I wore that style for a good 4 months. She just did it really well, and I would go get it washed and I would get it tightened and curled, and I just kept that style. So um, when I wanted to get it changed, I went back to the hair store. That's when I was buying hair from the beauty supply store, and I wanted curlier hair because I was about to go on a spring break trip with my friends. So I wanted something curly that could just, you know, get wet and it still look cool, messy or whatnot. So basically I ended up with this wet and wavy hair, and I really didn't like the texture of it, but she didn't have the other type of hair that I wanted, and I didn't know how to really order hair offline. I was not in tune with like AliExpress and stuff like that at that point in time. So this is about 2011. So I'm wearing this style. She cut the bangs, which I hate cut bangs on curly hair. It just doesn't look right to me. I don't think it's cute at all. Not on me. On some people they can rock it, but for me, like, it just didn't look good. So I was at my friend's house. She was white, and I don't know why that matters, but yeah, I was at my friend's house, and she had like this pool party, and I was like, girl, I'm done with this weave. Like, I don't like it. I'm just gonna, you know, wait until I get my next check, and until then I'm just gonna take it out. So I'm at her house. I'm taking this weave out. I'm like, okay, you know, da 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 da. I got two textures. One of them is this straight stuff that I'm used to seeing. I don't know if I just thought like after a while like my hair grows out of my scalp straight. I don't know what the hell I thought, but what was coming out of my roots, I was not expecting that at all. It was this kinky, curly, nappy looking stuff, and I don't think it's nappy now. I think it's just really tight curl, but at the time I was like, what is this? Oh my god. It was so crazy. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what's going on. Every time like I tried to comb it, it was popping off long strands of hair. I was like, oh my god, my hair is falling out. What am I gonna do? So I was just like, live it. I'm in this girl's house. You know, she's got company over. I'm trying to wrap a towel around my head because I'm like, oh my god, you know, I don't know why I just didn't go home. I live like right up the street. But I don't think she wanted me to go home. Yeah, whatever. But I was just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Like, my hair is ruined. It's going crazy. So I had no idea like about natural or anything, you know. Like, the natural movement, in my opinion, it started really booming in 2010 to 2011. Like, people started cutting off their relaxed hair and going natural. So I had no idea what was going on. It probably started a little bit before then, but for me, like, that's when I started to notice it. So So I was like, what in the hell? So I went home, and my cousin, at the time, he was dating this girl, and she was a marketing major, and she also was a licensed cosmetologist. And I just told him, and I told her, I was like, I don't know what's going on with my hair. Like, it's like two textures, and I don't know what to do with it. It's breaking off. Can you help me? And basically, she was like, oh, you're just going natural. Your natural roots are growing out. And she was like, you can either get a perm, or you can, like, you can get a relaxer, or you can just let it grow out. So I was like, well, how do I do this? Like, how do I manage it? She was like, well, what I can do is I can straighten it out for you. I can wash it, decondition it, straighten it for you, give you a treatment, and that'll strengthen it or whatnot, and I can straighten it for you. So she straightened it, and that night it was raining, and it poofed right back up. My roommate at the time was a guy. He was like, I love your natural hair. You should just wear it out. It's cute. Da 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 da. And I was like, this shit, I'm not, no. So after a while, my neighbor, she was like, oh my God, I love your natural hair. And she went natural. She cut off all her relaxed hair in like a day. And we kind of just like started taking the journey together. And one day, I was looking at the two textures. I was looking at my relaxed ends, and I was looking at my natural roots, and I was like, forget it. I'm just going to big chop. So I big chopped on my own. I didn't wait, and loved the new natural texture. Just loved it. It was beautiful. This kinky curly hair, and I embraced it wholeheartedly. Like, I loved it, absolutely loved it. And I started, looking on YouTube, following people on YouTube, like different naturalistas, and I kind of came across, a lot of girls where their hair texture didn't look like mine. Back then, there weren't a whole lot of 4C naturals on YouTube. So I remember looking at this one girl's video, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's taking my hair so long. It seemed like it was taking it so long to grow, but I could see like it was thickening and it was healthy, but it just didn't seem like it was like getting to the length as fast as some of these other girls were getting. But then at the time, I wasn't even thinking, okay, these are videos. Like, if you look back, they've been natural for 2 or 3 years, so of course they're gonna have acquired that length or whatnot. So I was just like, okay, I don't, really know what's going on. So I remember looking at this one girl's video, and she was like, 4C hair doesn't grow, so you might as well just like give it up. And I looked at her texture, and I looked at my texture, and I was like, oh my God, I have 4C hair, it's not gonna grow. So that, like, I mean, I know like some people are like, oh my God, you let that one thing discourage you, but it really did. That one little video just discouraged me. I was just like, forget it, and I messed up, and I got a quick weave, and the hair was old, the glue was old, whatever type of reaction to the rubber and the glue, it just like completely obliterated my edges. Like, it was a big bald spot, like right here, there was another one on this side, and I remember it itching, but it just like, it was just so like, the feeling of it was just like so annoying, to the point where like when I took it out, I was like, oh my God, and like it just, my hair, like, it was gone. And so after that, I had to like wear like a wig to cover it, and it eventually grew out. I grew it out with Jamaican black castor oil, and it, it was really sad. Like, I just, it killed me. Like, it set my natural hair process back. And before I went to cosmetology school, I really didn't know a whole lot about hair, like on my own basis. Like, I did, but I didn't. Like, it kind of was like trial and error period. Like, I used too much heat in the beginning. I would color and dye and color and dye, and just do too much to my hair. Like I was putting heat on it, I wasn't moisturizing, I was not deep conditioning, I was not trimming, I was not doing any of that. So it's kind of like a process of starting over right now. I do love weaves, but I kind of want to, not even kind of, I want to embrace my natural hair. And as you can see, I have a flat twist going on with a bun in the back. And I've been embracing it here lately, you know, and it's growing. And I've been taking my vitamins, I've been doing head massages, I've been deep conditioning once a week, protecting my ends, moisturizing every day with aloe vera and water, a mixture, and sealing with coconut oil. I really love the Shea Moisture line. It's great on my hair. Like it just, oh my gosh, it's life. But yeah, that's the story about how I accidentally went natural. I was just wearing weaves, and one day I was like, I'm gonna take out my weave because I was getting prepared for a new one, and I took it out and I just had this texture that I don't even remember having ever before in life. And it gave me life. Like it was beautiful. It is beautiful. Right now my hair stops about right here, so it's like right up under collarbone length. Just kind of shrunken. It's like, I would say about shoulder length without me pulling it anywhere. But when of course, when I pull it, it's down here, collarbone length. Yep. And here lately, I've just been, you know, watching videos on how to properly care for my natural hair. And of course, if you've never been to my channel, you wouldn't know, but if you have been here, you know that I received my cosmetology license a year ago from today. I took my test and I was licensed last year in September, and I've been a licensed cosmetologist for a year. And yeah, so I'll do another video on that. I won't do one right now. But yeah, I just wanted to tell the story of how I accidentally went natural. It definitely was an experience, a scary experience being in college and not knowing what was going on. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button, click that like button, and share this with all of your friends who accidentally went natural. And in the comments below, write a story about how you accidentally went natural or your natural story. I'd love to hear it. Thanks. Bye.